Man, I own that comic book. I mean, the original one. And man, I feel old right now.
To this moment, both of us teaming up.
And welcome back to the heart of the stories we tell. And today's episode is Supergirl on the CW. Now, last week I said I was going to watch Supergirl first instead of Gotham, and this week I got to watch neither on time. So, sorry for this review being a little late. But oh man, was it worth the wait, because still an awesome episode. Of course, the real question is how much of the awesomeness and ratings are coming in from this new Superman, and how's the show going to do if he's not in it. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. So Superman's already ready to leave at the beginning of this episode before, the new threat shows up. However, I have to say, the real win of the beginning of this episode is win. Because Superman vs. Martian Manhunter, this is horrible. Superman vs. Martian Manhunter, oh my god, this is so awesome. My inner comic book geek totally had a little fist bump moment at that point. Overall, the action and the power of the episode was good, and as usual, I'm really liking both Superman and Supergirl. However, the part of the episode that almost immediately hit me, Cat Grant is by far one of the most loved-hated characters on this show. And some people love to hate her and some people hate to love her, but it's still just complicated. And Clarissa Flockhart has done an amazing job. I'm sorry to see her get pushed down to only occasional cast member. However, the introduction of Snapper Carr went amazingly well, and I like the new dynamic, so I'm willing to give that a break. In fact, the whole theme of tonight's episode was change, which seems a little meta if you think about it. Starting over, new beginnings, and change is what this whole season is going to be about. The change of channel, the change of job for Kara, the change Corbin goes into becoming Metallo, all of it kind of synergizes together. But I want to talk about Metallo for a minute, because this version of Metallo not only has the kryptonite heart, but is made of promethium, which is normally a metal reserved for the Metal Men and Cyborg, so that's going to give him quite a power upgrade from what we're used to seeing, which is okay, because that just means that he can beat down Superman and Supergirl a little bit more. Now, since Cadmus has access to kryptonite, Kryptonian technology, and who knows what else, plus this promethium, there is a fan theory going around that I'm not going to spend too much time on, but I'm just going to say, after the fake-out for Cyborg, Superman, and Martian Manhunter, I'm not holding my breath to see him this season. However, that then leads to the end of the episode, and what I think is the greatest fight sequence that this show has done yet. Martian Manhunter and Superman teaming up, along with Kara and her sister teaming up, and both of them backed by Tech Boy Win. At the end of the day, that fight sequence was exactly what I'd like to see most superhero fights look like. Overall, this episode had a hard job to do. It had to sequence out Superman and sequence in the new normal. And let's be honest, every season of every show has to have that eventually. However, this one had it twice as hard because of the actor changes. So now, what do I think? Well, the idea of the boss being split between Snapper Carr and Jimmy instead of Cat Grant could go either way. I really already miss Cat Grant. However, again, I'm sure she'll be back every now and again. What about this new guy playing Clark? Well, I have to say, I like him. He has a lot of Reeves in him. We still have the new Lena Luthor. She hasn't shown up this episode, but I'm sure she'll be back. Manhunter is always a favorite of mine. And now we have this new kid. Is he Superboy? Is he Valor? Either way, we're going to have to wait and see. They're obviously setting up Cadmus Labs as the new big bad for this season, so expect to see them on and off again. And next week we're supposed to meet the president, who's being played by Linda Carter. And if you don't know who she is, you need to go Google that. I'm not sure if it's next week or not, but we also got to see in the previews what Miss Martian may be looking like. So far this season, I'm liking all of the CW Berlantiverse superhero shows, and Supergirl is no exception. In fact, I'm super excited to see what happens next. How about you guys? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of tonight's episode, plus anything that's coming up for the rest of the season and what your thoughts are. Do you think that we're going to see Cyborg Superman? What do you think about the idea of them bringing in Martian Manhunter's niece? Well, maybe. And what do you think is going to happen in the big 4-night crossover to bring Kara into the Earth of the other heroes? For now, what I need you to do, though, is to like, subscribe, and share this video to help us grow the community so that we can all take this journey together to walk through the heart of the stories we tell. Thanks for watching.